What's up, guys? This is Predict a Match for Bound for Glory. And I'm excited to see this pay-per-view. I am ordering it, so I will be able to do a full review of it afterwards. Look out for that. I can't tell you a particular day it's going to come out. It'll be out sometime next week for sure. That's about as best I can tell y'all. So, one of the matches on the card is will be RVD versus Zema Ion for the X Division Championship match. This was a match pretty much made just last minute. There's no real build up to it. Zema Ion just kind of came out, cut a promo, and RVD came out and said, Hogan says, I can pick whoever I want as an opponent for Bound for Glory, so I'm picking you, and it's going to be for the X Division title. So I'm pretty sure this should be a good match, without a doubt. I don't know if they're going to give the X Division belt to RVD because his contract is coming up sometime early next year. I want to say it's somewhere between like the January-March time is when his contract will be up, and he's not sure if he wants to stay with TNA or if he wants to look into different options or not. So it's very uncertain now. TNA may try and give him the belt as kind of saying, "Hey, we still like you. We want you to stay around. We'll give you another title run or something like that." So yeah, we'll see where that goes. I'm actually interested to see this match. It's going to be Al Snow versus Joey Ryan, and it's going to be for a TNA contract. I'm more than certain that Joey Ryan's going to beat Al Snow and walk away with his TNA contract. When they said no to him initially at Gut Check, I wasn't really surprised, and not that I thought he was an excellent performer in the ring. I thought Joey Ryan was great. He performed, very well. He was very, very good. I just thought his character gimmick was kind of dumb. So I'm like, they'll probably tell him no just because his gimmick is really kind of stupid. But, with him coming back week after week, it kind of became apparent, okay, this guy's going to get another chance. He's going to end up with a contract. He wouldn't be here every week, doing this if they weren't about to give him a contract. So, without a doubt, Joey Ryan's going to win this match. Samoa Joe versus Magnus for the television championship. This is an interesting match here. They had this match a while back ago as a Bound for Glory series match. But since then, they kind of made Magnus look a little more, I guess like aggressive and angrier. So it'll be interesting to see how this match goes. But I'm pretty sure Joe's going to retain. I don't see a reason for the belt to immediately move over the Magnus. It could, and then say that Impact, Joe gets his rematch and win it back or something. I don't really know. But the way I see it, I'm pretty sure Joe will retain. Moving on, Sting and Bully Ray versus Aces and Eights, and just the way this has been built up, I'm gonna give credit to my best friend Sean. His dad called it a while back, saying he believed that Bully Ray was going to be the leader of Aces and Eights, and at first I was hesitant to believe that. I was like, yeah, that could be an interesting route to go with it. But at the time, Bully Ray's contract was about up, and he'd only been on an extension. He hadn't signed a new contract. But after No Surrender, he did sign a new contract. And so from the build-up to Bound for Glory, it does seem that that's going to be the case. The way I see it is the match will probably go on for a little bit between whoever two people Aces and Eights send in, and it'll probably just come down to either Sting needing to tag out and Bully just jumping off the ring, or coming in and sneaking up on Sting and hitting him with a bubble bomb or Bubba Cutter, and just leaving him there for Aces and Eights to get the win. And if Aces and Eights win, they are allowed to come and go into the Impact Zone as they please. So I'm pretty sure Aces and Eights are going to win this match, with Bully Ray revealing that he is either the leader or a part of Aces and Eights. Miss Tessmacher versus Tara for the Knockouts Championship. Not really sure what to say about this match. There has been slight build-up for it, but I guess just the way it seems, they haven't really built up Tara to look like she's going to win the belt. So I think Tessmacher is going to retain. I mean, I guess they could put it on Tara. To me, this is a pretty unpredictable match. But the way I feel about it, I'm just going to say that I think Tessmacher is going to retain. Bobby Roode versus James Storm in a street fight. This feud has been going on since last year. Let me repeat that: last year. We've seen these two meet up at Lockdown. It was a pretty good match, but ended with Bobby Roode retaining the heavyweight title when James Storm super kicked him out of the steel cage, allowing him to retain. So yeah, we knew that their rematch was inevitable. I'm glad that they took the belt off of Bobby Roode and they didn't continue, their feud for the world heavyweight, not the world, the TNA heavyweight championship. But this should be a good match. In a way, they've built it up to be a pretty believable match. There's tension between these two. They were an excellent tag team together, and now they're two former friends going up against each other and all out in a street fight. And for whatever random reason, they have King Mo, that MMA fighter, as their ref. I don't really understand that much behind him being there. I guess it was just to get more attraction for Bound for Glory. But I really don't see anything special about it. Christopher Daniels and Kazarian versus Kurt Angle and AJ Styles versus Hernandez and Chavo for the TNA Tag Team Championships. This is pretty interesting that they made it a three-way. After Angle and Kurt, pretty much not Angle. I'm sorry, Angle and AJ split after Bound for Glory series started up. I really didn't see them reuniting as a tag team. So to me, their pairing just seems kind of random because they really don't have any more, feud with Kazarian and Daniels anymore. So I'm just immediately not going to count them into this as winning. I really just feel that it's going to be between mostly, not that I'm saying that they won't be a big part of the match. I just feel like the winners could either be Daniels and Kazarian or Chavo and Hernandez. And the way I'm feeling from the way it's been being built up and just seeming, I think it'd be good for them to put the belts on Hernandez and Chavo. To me, they seem like a good tag team. They're a good mix, Yeah, you can say it's racial profiling because they're both Latino. But they're just two guys who click as a tag team. Like Daniels and Kazarian, they do click as a tag team. AJ and Kurt don't click as a tag team. Yeah, but overall, I think this will be a great match. Definitely a good tag match. And I just see Chavo and Hernandez walking out with the tag belts. So we shall see what happens at Bound for Glory. Finally, Austin Aries has made his heel turn this past week. And so now everything is set accordingly for Aries versus Jeff for the TNA Heavyweight Championship. The biggest factor here is going to be what Jeff's future is with TNA. Because initially I want to say, Jeff's going to win the belt. I'm going to say that all the way because I'm a huge Jeff Hardy fan. But Jeff Hardy's contract is coming to an end in early 2013. I believe his is either in January or February. I don't know the specific date, but it's early 2013. I do understand that much. So it's going to come down to, how much TNA is going to try and award Jeff to make him resign. And, I could see Jeff walking out with the belt because they have Aries. They have Aries for another 3 years. He signed a contract. He's stuck there. They know they got Aries. They don't know if they got Jeff. And I know I guess they're not wanting to lose Jeff. And from what I've read with different interviews with Jeff, he's not really sure what he wants to do yet. He may want to resign with TNA. He may want to go back to WWE. He doesn't really know. So really seeing on how much faith the TNA believes giving him the belt will do. He may or may not walk out as champ. So I would like to think he's going to walk out as champ, but we shall see what happens. But this has been Predict-A-Match for TNA Bound for Glory. Thanks for watching, guys.